Well, I'm joined now by Carlos Nobre from São José dos Campos in Brazil. He's a senior researcher with the Institute for Advanced Studies at the University of Sao Paulo. Carlos, thank you very much indeed for joining us. So good news, I'm sure you'll agree, but how significant do you think this pledge will be in the overall goal of COP26 of reaching the net zero carbon totals and limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees?
Well, of course, good afternoon. It's very important because 30% of the global emissions of greenhouse gases come from agriculture and land use change, particularly tropical deforestation. So really to reaching net zero by 2050 and to reach 50% cutting greenhouse gas emissions by 2030, it's essential really to have a sustainable agriculture and particularly to reduce deforestation of tropical forests to zero and then to start restoring hundreds of thousands of square kilometers of very degraded forest areas. So this is essential to meet the targets of the Paris Accord.
And just tell us how important the forests, also referred to as the lungs of the world, are, because I understand deforestation is a double blow. Once the trees have gone, what soil is left behind is of very poor quality indeed.
Yes, of course, because global emissions of carbon dioxide is something like 40 billion tons of carbon dioxide a year. And global forests remove about 30% of that. So it's essential ecosystem service. So we have really to maintain all the forests and then to restore millions of square kilometers with new forests, particularly tropical forests, because tropical forests, they really grow very rapidly. 1 hectare of a tropical forest removes 12 to 15 tons of carbon dioxide per year during 25, 30 years. So this is a very important element to meet the Paris Agreement 1.5 degrees.
So what you're saying is a significant amount of the damage done by deforestation can be reversed by planting more trees.
Absolutely, and also to let the forest regenerate naturally. For instance, in the Brazilian Amazon, 20% of clear-cut deforestation areas, they have been abandoned by cattle ranchers, and they are regenerating and removing a large amount of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere.
Is there a warning in all of this, though, Carlos? How concerned are you by the news that we know that the previous deal on deforestation in 2014 failed to have any impact at all? Are you worried that in a country like Brazil, with a leader like Jair Bolsonaro, perhaps these pledges will not be followed through on?
Yes, we are all worried because President Bolsonaro's political speech for all his political career, 31 years as a House representative and as a president, he has always defended a development model without the forest, without the indigenous people. So it's hard to believe that he will switch immediately. But we have elections in Brazil in 2022, and I'm hopeful that Brazil will really join this effort to cut deforestation to zero and restore a large area of the tropical forests.
Okay, we thank you very much indeed for joining us. That's Carlos Nobre there from the University of Sao Paulo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.